Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying on a lot of new makeup that I recently purchased from Camera Ready Cosmetics. I am going to try these products and give you guys my first impressions of them. And at the end of the video, I'll let you guys know about my giveaway. I'll let you know what I'm giving away, what the dates are, and how to enter the giveaway. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And if you like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up. So let's go ahead and get into trying all of these new products. So for eyeshadow today, I'm gonna go in with the Lorac Fairytale Forest palette. I really love the color scheme in this palette, and I do love the formula of these shadows. I think Lorac's formula is like one of the best. It's so creamy and buttery. These are some really beautiful shades that I wanted to use today. I especially like that green shade right there. I have been wanting to dig my brushes in there and use it ever since I purchased it. So now I have the chance to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with the Milk Makeup Primer. This is a pretty good primer. It doesn't skip. It goes on really smooth on the eyes. It really does make my eyeshadow last. So I am going to set that primer, and I'm gonna set it with this shade right here. And that's the shade Earth. Just gonna set all over the lid. Now I'm gonna go into this shade, which is Rosewood. Put that over the crease. See how buttery these shades are? They come off so pigmented. They're so creamy and smooth. It just blends so beautifully. And that's a true rosewood shade. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Redwood. I'm just going to stick that in the crease, blend it into rosewood. I'm gonna take the shade Woodland. I'm actually gonna put that in the corner and then bring it into the crease. I'm gonna go into that shade right there, which is called Wind. I'm just gonna press that on the lid. Taking it into that darker shade. I'm gonna take the Redwood shade again, and I'm going to just kind of add a little bit to the outer corner, just kind of blend everything together. I think I am gonna go into this green shade. It's called Evergreen, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I used to apply Wind, and I'm just going to place it just a little bit on top of that brown shade. I'm not gonna go all the way to the corner. I just wanna place a little bit of this on there. It is a gorgeous shade. We are done with that palette for now. I'm gonna go ahead and apply primer. So for primer today, I'm gonna go in with the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. Especially now that it's winter time, I have a lot of dry skin, so I have to use something that's very moisturizing, and this has worked really well. It does help like your makeup stay in place. I'm gonna go ahead and place this all over. I do want to mention that this does have a little tackiness to it, so that will help the foundation adhere to the skin a little bit better. I am gonna go in with my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I used this the other day and I just want to use it again. I really like the finish of it. I'm going to place that on the center. Then I'm gonna go in with my Rcma Foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation, guys. It is like the best foundation out there for me. I've really been enjoying this. I took this on my trip and I wore it every day or every night, really. And I love it. I love the finish of it. I love that it has like this full coverage look to it. It's just a perfect foundation. And the shade that I have is N330. And I'm gonna use a brush. Normally I'll use a sponge, but today I'm just gonna use a brush with it. I'm sure it'll apply just as beautifully. Yeah, I like it with the sponge. The sponge gives me great coverage too. You're gonna see how beautiful the coverage is and the finish of this foundation is. I just love it. That's why I ended up buying another one at Camera Ready Cosmetics during the sale, because I love it that much. And it lasts on my skin. You see how red my neck is? I don't know why it's that red. No idea. This is one layer. And you see how well it covered up my imperfections? It is so stinking beautiful. When I was in St. Bart's and I wore this foundation, I never put on my Tarte Shape Tape. I just would wear it without the Tarte Shape Tape because it has like really good coverage. And today what I think I'm gonna do is not put any of the Tarte Shape Tape on again, because I just like the way it looks. I am gonna go in with my Danessa Myricks concealer. This one's in the shade N05. This concealer, guys, is so good. You just have to be careful not to put too much. A little goes a long way. Do you see how much I'm using? I'm not using very much. And then I just put a little bit on my concealer brush, and then I just blend it into my under eye. the concealer has some really good coverage as well. So now what we're gonna do is, I've got 2 pressed powders to use. You know what I forgot to use, guys? I'm so mad at myself. I'm just gonna have to try this off camera. I forgot to use this. Maybe I'll do like a test video on that one or something. I am gonna go in with my Makeup Pressed Powder by Rcma. I do have 2 shades here. So one of them is like a light pinky lavender and the other one is kind of like my shade. What I'm gonna do is set my eyes first with the light pinky lavender one because that's actually what I got it for. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it does have like a tint to it. And I'm just going to use this sponge. I'm just gonna pat it onto the powder, put a little bit on the back of my hand because I don't like it to be like super thick. And then I'm just gonna set that under eye. And set it really nicely. That looks good. I'm gonna set my face with Topaz. And this is Topaz. I hope this works out for me. It's a little lighter than what I probably should have gotten, but it's supposed to be sheer, so it shouldn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and use the other side of this sponge to set like my cheek area. Now I just put some on the sponge and then I just pat it into my face. The shade's pretty good. I thought it was gonna be too light, but like I said, it's kind of sheer. It's not too pigmented. And I've really been liking this powder puff or this sponge to actually place the powder on my skin. It just gives a little bit more coverage. So far so good. It looks really nice and smooth. Let me go ahead and go in with the Scott Barnes palette. This is one that I really, really want to try because I have seen how he uses this. It's so beautiful on people's skin when he uses it. It just looks really good. I think what I want to do is go in with a little bit of frame. This one right here, and I'm just gonna go right there underneath my cheekbones. I'm gonna kind of do like a quick contour, but I'm not gonna go like too crazy with it. Just like that. I don't want it too crazy. Just to give like a little shadowing, little definition. I'm gonna use that same brush. I'm gonna clean it off. I'm gonna use the same brush to go into Chiseled, which is this warmer shade right here. And I'm going to blend that over that contour. And put some on my forehead. My hair always gets in the way when I do this. Put some on the sides of my temples. And then I'm gonna take a mixture of those 2 that I used, and I'm just going to do my jawline. Okay, that turned out pretty good. I do wanna go in with a little bit of the Danessa Myricks liquid product. This is for cheeks, eyes, lips. This is in Toasted Almond. I do wanna see how this looks as a bronzer on top of the powder. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit from the applicator. A little goes a long way with this one too, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take this Jumbo Base Brush by Sonia G, and I'm just kind of stippling it onto the back of my hand because I kind of want to shear it out. I'm gonna pop this on my cheek. Oh yeah, just what I thought. Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. Yes, yes. I'm telling you guys, these cream products by Danessa Myricks, you guys have got to try them out. They are so, so good. I know Sephora has a couple of shades. I don't know if they have the Toasted Almond, but I do know that they have the one that I'm gonna show you to use as my blush. These are insane. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And they just apply beautifully. I'm just placing a little bit on my forehead and the sides of my temples, a little bit on my chin, not much on my chin, but mainly just focusing it here. Oh my gosh, so, so gorgeous. Let's go in with the cheek color that I'm gonna use today, and this is in Ballet Slippers. This is one of my favorites. So this is, I don't know if you guys can see the shade, but that's the shade right there. And I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Same thing I did with the bronzer. And I'm just gonna use that same brush, and then I'm just going to press that on my cheek. I can't get over these, guys. I really can't. I cannot get over these. All right, so that is Ballet Slipper. Do you see how gorgeous these shades are? They're just so beautiful. And I'm going to set this, guys, because it is liquidy. I don't want my hair to stick to it, so I am gonna set it, and I'm gonna set it with that Rcma powder. So I'm just gonna, this just broke. What the heck? I just got it. I'm gonna see if I can exchange it. That's horrible. I just purchased this. Anyway, I'm going to get a little bit of this powder without, I was gonna say without breaking it, and look, I broke it even more. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my face with this. Yeah, that's gonna go back tomorrow. Let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, come back, do some lips, and yeah, we will talk about these products in just a minute. All right, guys, so we're gonna finish up the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go into the shade, what did I say? Redwood, right on the bottom lash line, and I wanna blend it out. I don't want it to be too harsh. I did get a Lorac Luxe Diamond Eyegloss Trio in Sunset. I purchased this one, and I also purchased the one in Sunrise. Now I'm actually giving Sunrise away in the giveaway, but this one I want to try out. I don't know how well these work, but they looked really beautiful, so I wanted to give them a try. So yeah, so we're gonna see if this has pigmentation. We're gonna go in with Yacht Club. They remind me of the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadows. They're pretty much the same size. I really didn't want to mess up the eye look, but I do want to try these, so I'm just gonna place a little bit just on the corner. Oh, wow. I kind of took away that green, but look how beautiful that is. I thought they were going to be like super, super dark, but they're not. The pigmentation is perfect. It's not too dark. You can actually see color, which I like. I don't like when you put this type of product on and you can't even tell what color it is. It just looks like real splotchy. I'm just taking a brush and just kind of patting it to blend it. So the three that I am going to keep are Skinny Dip. It's a duochrome, but it has blue and like purple. And then you've got the purple kind of greenish tone, but it's more like purple on the lid. And you have this one right here. It's more like a burnt red. Really pretty. So now we're gonna go into lips, and I'm really excited about this. This is the Bento Babes KimChi Lip Kit. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lip liner on. It's called Nude Sensation 03 Bento Babes Lip Pencil. So I guess that's the name of it. That's really creamy. Okay, so now I think what I'm gonna do is go in with the lighter shade. I don't think this shade's gonna work. Let's try it anyway, and then if we need to, we'll add some of that lighter shade. So this is what the applicator looks like, and I'm going to place that. Ooh, it's very pigmented. This color is not gonna go with this look, but it is really pretty. It's just more of like a little bit darker peach. So I'm gonna take this off. Now we're gonna go in with this shade, the lighter one. Okay, I do like this shade better with this look because it's a little bit lighter, so I do like that. Okay, so this one is a liquid lipstick. That's why it felt different. So this is the liquid lipstick, and the lighter one is the lip gloss. So there you have both of them. I forgot to mention that I did buy the Nye Final Seal. It's a matte makeup sealer, and it is pretty strong as far as the scent, but I still feel like it holds everything in place, and I really feel like it doesn't move my makeup around. And when I wear a mask, all my makeup stays on my face and it rarely comes off on the mask. This is the product that I think Kim Kardashian used at the Met Gala when she wore that piece over her face. When she took the cloth off her face later, people couldn't believe that her makeup was intact, and it was actually because of this. So that is what I've heard, that they use the Nye Final Seal. This is supposed to be like the perfect product to keep your makeup on your face. And like I said, it is potent as far as the smell, but I will say that it doesn't feel like heavy on the skin. It doesn't feel sticky. It actually sets everything, and then you're done. You don't feel like your face is about to like crack if you move your lips or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. The spray on this is pretty strong, so I'm just going to cover my eyes. The product itself smells like kind of minty. You can buy a travel size to just try it at Camera Ready Cosmetics, but I ended up getting the travel size, but then I went ahead and bought the big one because I really do love the way it sets my makeup. So let's go ahead and go over the products that I used today. The Lorac Fairytale Forest palette is a very, very good palette. You guys already know how I feel about these Lorac palettes. I really feel like Lorac hasn't been really talked about here lately, and they came out out with these palettes and some mini palettes, and guys, they're all good. They're all really, really good formulated palettes. So I really do love the shades. Everything blended well. Pigmentation is definitely there. And like I said, they're very buttery shadows. As far as the Bento Babes lip kit, the lip pencil is so creamy that when you put it on, you can blend it and just wear the lip pencil by itself, or you can add the lip gloss or even the liquid lipstick. I'm definitely going to check out more from that line. That line is very reasonably priced. I don't remember how much the kit was, but I know it was a good deal for all 3 products, so I went ahead and got the kit, but I am going to check out more of their lip liners. For the little Lorac eyeshadows, they look like they have a little bit of glitter, but I think they're more like metallic shadows. These are really good, guys. I love the way it went on. It's very pigmented, very colorful. They were easy to apply, and I really love the shades that I got in that little trio. And for the Danessa Myricks liquid products, guys, I can't say enough about these. Like I said, if you haven't tried them, try one of them. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. These just apply like a dream on my skin. I just love them. There are some shades in there that you probably wouldn't use like as cheek color. You use them as more as lip color, or there's some shades that you would use as eye color and not as lip color. So definitely check them out. Go to Camera Ready Cosmetics. They have pretty much every shade that you can think of. So I love these. I'm definitely gonna get more of these. These are gonna be like my top favorites, and I'm gonna put them right here so that I can use them every day that I do my makeup. For the Scott Barnes palette, the shades in here are like perfect to sculpt, to add that bronzing effect. Not only that, they're creamy, they're blendable. You don't find that they're real splotchy on the face. I was really scared when I put on the shade Frame because I thought it was gonna be a little bit too gray, and it turned out to be perfect. So this one, I'm sure you could use like as a blush because it has more of like a red undertone to it. I could definitely probably use this as a blush. This one right here is a little bit light for me. I think this one up here is a little too ashy, but all the other shades are really good. And like I said, the products are super blendable. I love this palette, guys. I am so glad that I purchased this. There were a lot of other items that they sell that are Scott Barnes in his display, but this is the one that I really wanted to try. So I might go back and maybe look at some eyeshadow palettes, but this is definitely one of the ones that I really wanted. The last thing I want to mention are the Rcma powders. I'm not going to show you guys the Topaz. I've already showed you the Amethyst too. The Amethyst worked really well under my eyes. I really feel like it set that concealer without like creasing. So it's very fine and it set it beautifully. So I really love the Amethyst for under my eyes. I love the Topaz for my face, but it broke. So I'm definitely going to go back tomorrow and try to exchange it for another one because I really feel like they're pressed very finely. They don't come off like real chalky. They're just super finely pressed. As you can see, there's like nothing on my hand. Even when I swatch it, there's very little that comes off. They're just really well made. So I do like both of the Rcma powders. I'm just gonna have to take that other one back and get a new one. Okay, so those were my first impressions of these products. If anything changes, I will let you guys know in the description box below. So now let's get into the giveaway. So the giveaway is basically gonna be a lot of Lorac products. And the reason why I wanted to do this Lorac giveaway was because I felt like someone needed to have these. I love them, so I wanted to go ahead and gift them to one of you. So in the giveaway, there's gonna be a Frosted Sequoia, and this one is Mystic Oak. That's also gonna go in there. Another one is Winter Rose, one of my favorites. And then, of course, the Lorac Luxe Diamond Eyegloss Trio Set. That's going to go in there as well. And I'm going to show you up close because I don't know if I showed you guys up close. Really pretty shades. And then another thing that I bought for the giveaway was the Lorac Petite Pro Contour Palette. Now, I don't have this palette, but I do have a Lorac Contour Palette, and the shades in here are somewhat similar. The other one's just a little bit bigger, but this one is really nice. So this is all that's gonna go into the giveaway. Now, with that giveaway, I am sending a few more products that I had. A couple of them are from the e.l.f. line. So those will just be like kind of little bonus giveaways, but these are the main things. This is the main giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. channel. Also, comment down below what is a favorite product that you've been using here lately. So that's what I want to know. I want to know what you guys are using. It will end on the 27th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you have until 5 o'clock on Monday, the 27th. I hope you guys will all enter the giveaway. It's open to everyone. I'm excited to do it. Like I said, I really wanted you guys to enjoy these products that I've been enjoying. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. Take care, and we will see you again soon.